Hey, what's going on YouTube? My name is Brian and welcome back to our Buffalo Bills franchise here inside of Madden NFL 24. Yes, we are back once again here. This is episode number 6 and we are going to be jumping into our week number 3 game here against the New York Jets. But before we do that, I want to start this episode off by saying this. Yes, I know am aware, highly aware, that Madden 25 drops next week. As you know, all the ratings have been coming out the last week, and so those are all out already. The trailer, the teasers for franchise mode, and for the gameplay and all that have come out already. I'm very excited for it. Obviously the college game has already been out for a couple weeks now, and that's very exciting. Been having a lot of fun with that lately. So yes, I am aware that that game is coming out shortly, so why the heck am I still doing videos on Madden 24 when that game is literally right around the corner? Well, I've thought about this the last few days in preparation, you know, and prior to recording this episode, and I've kind of realized that, yes, I've taken a very long time to make this series, and unfortunately, I know this game is, like I said, it's well past its cycle. And a lot of people are probably burnt out from it and whatnot. However, I will say that for the time being, I am going to try and make as many videos on this game as possible, or continue this franchise as long as I can. And then I do plan, by the way, to start a new series on Madden 25. Whether or not it'll be right away or after the game comes out, or whether it'll be a couple months later, I do not know, because obviously, you know, I'm still in school, or I'm still going to be going to school around the time when everybody's playing and everybody's hopping on the servers and whatnot. They're probably, you know, crashing all the time. But anyways, so yeah, that's kind of where I'm at this point, where with, you know, the game coming out and whatnot, and I just want to give that preference here, just in case any of you comment on this video asking me why the heck I'm like one of the only people still playing this game, and why I'm continuing to produce content on it when, you know, it's not the newest and greatest thing out there in the world. But anyways, that said, we're going to continue where we left off last time, which was probably a couple weeks ago now. So sorry about that. Again, I've just been busy with other things in life, trying to, you know, get some work in, and outside of YouTube, trying to figure out what I'm going to do, you know, for school and whatnot. So I'm back. I'm ready to go, ready to jump back into this. And we're going to start here, like I said, in week number 3. And this time we are facing the New York Jets at home in Highmark Stadium. Last week, if you remember, we played our first game against the LA Rams, and then because we had already seen the Cardinals team in preseason, I decided to sim that week and get us to an actual divisional game, so that way you guys could see, or at least so that we could see us how we would fare against our own division opponents. As you can see in the lower right corner there in the standings, we are last place in the AFC East. However, we are tied with the Patriots and the Jets. Coincidentally enough, those are our next 2 opponents. And the Dolphins sit atop the AFC East as of right now with a 2-0 record. So yeah, that's basically where we're all at here, and let's jump right back into this. So it looks like we have a couple of things. We have a camp standout check-in here after, I believe, last week, because, you know, we simmed last week, so we got some upgrades. We got the weekly strategy still to go through and whatnot. But let's check out this camp standout here first. We'll see how we check in on how this person did. I think it was Greg Rousseau, if I'm not mistaken, and it was. And looks like he says, it's hard to be upset with the progress I've had made this season, but I can't help but feel like I've missed an opportunity to really take the next step this week. And I didn't read that entirely. That's kind of my fault. But it looks like he didn't get his goal to continue his breakout, whatever scenario he had there. So that's kind of unfortunate. But hopefully we'll get something like that in the future. Obviously, like I said, again, depends on how long we continue this series for in this game. But yeah, that's all there is to that right there. So now we're going to take a look into these or actually, what I'm going to do, we have some good upgrades here too. But what I'm going to do first is I'm actually going to go through all the training, and then I will see you guys right back here when I am done, just so I'm not taking up a lot of your guys' time. Obviously, I can go into a little bit of depth here. So with offense, we're just going to focus on outside run, and I'm obviously going to do half pass since we're at 99%. And then as for our offensive game plan against this Jets defense, a very tough defense, we got Sauce Gardner as well as Quentin Williams, 2 tough guys to, you know, play against. We're going to throw medium. just because I feel like that's something that Josh can do. And we are at 100%. However, I'm going to take it a little light today, and we're going to do half pads for all that as well. So, yeah, I'm going to get all these mini games done, and then I will see you guys right when we're back in the main menu in just a few seconds here. So, sit tight. Okay, so we are now back. I just finished up all the training and everything else like that. So we now have obviously some upgrades. We also can upgrade some staff. We have some staff points. However, and we also looks like we have some select regional focus scouting as well as the first mock draft. So we'll take a look at those in a moment. Actually, we'll do the regional focus scouting too. I should have this already figured out. I think we're gonna do if I set this up all right, which I believe I did. Actually, I probably no, I didn't, not yet. Yeah, we're gonna just basically set our scouts here. So we'll do this one as our defensive end, just because I feel like we need it. And then we'll do this one at cornerback because that's another position of need for us. We got Tre'Davious White. We got some older guys. Defensive back, cornerback, regardless, will be a need for us here. Let's focus this one on wide receiver. And then let's do this one on defensive end as well. Just for a nice focus player. Alrighty, so now that we're done with that, now we can hop into our upgrades for our players here. And looks like I said, we have a ton of upgrades here to look over. So let's start from, we'll do Gregory Rousseau last. And we'll start here first with our rookie quarterback. We drafted out of Tennessee, Joe Milton, who's going to be backing up Josh Allen, obviously. So we won't get to see anything from him for a while. But I just decided to take him. He's got a big arm, 97 throw power. He's got okay speed and whatnot. He's not terrible. But yeah, he's just going to be a backup, like I said, for us. Next, we got Alec Anderson here. We're going to put power on him. I think he's a backup guard anyways, so there's that. And the next guy actually is our starting right guard. Speaking of guards here, Osiris Torrance, who's now finally a 70 overall after we, and whatnot. So he's a star development, which means he will upgrade faster. I do very much appreciate that. Then next up here, we're going to have Terrell Bernard, who's, I believe, sitting behind, I think he's the third string middle linebacker behind both Isaiah Simmons and Jeremiah Trotter Jr. So he gets 3 nice upgrades for him there, nice zone coverage and tackle. He's also star development, so which means he'll be progressing faster than players with normal development. And then I'm going to at least show some love to this guy. We got Tyler Bass, our kicker, going up to an 80 overall. Put him on power. He now has 1 awareness and +4 kick accuracy with 97 kick power and 86 accuracy. So he's also star, so that also does help us. And then last but certainly not least, we got Gregory Rousseau. We're going to put run stopper on him to stick with our scheme. He's now an 87 overall, and he got some good upgrades and is still a star development at just 24 years old. This is his 4th season in the league. So hopefully look forward to seeing what else he can do, as he's still one of our very young players and fast development players as well. Okay, and then as for staff points, I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go to our coordinators. And as you can see, we have a new offensive coordinator who doesn't really have much filled out yet. So I'm going to put it on, let's put it on boost stamina for halfbacks and tight ends powered on. That's a good one to use there. Awareness for wide receivers, secure the line. And then we got pass block power, guards and centers. We'll do that one as well just to help with the O-line. And then let's see here. We got boost awareness by halfbacks and tight ends, awareness from receivers. Let's do the receivers. I think that'll help us a lot. Then we got one more to use. Let's see. Which one can we use it on though? I don't know which one we can use it on here. Let's see. We got... we can use a guaranteed trade package for current user pick during the draft. We're not necessarily going to get to the draft for a while. Alright, so I just decided to we're going to save the staff points for later because I feel like that there's not a whole lot we can use, and plus I don't want to use them all up right away, so we'll just keep it at that, see how we do, and go from there. But let's check out this mock draft we have here. And it looks like with this mock draft we have a D tackle going first to the Patriots, who are currently sitting at the #1 overall pick. That would be kind of unfortunate because obviously they're in our division. We got right tackle Alex Perlada. I probably said that wrong. I think I said it right. 2nd overall, and then we got a couple right ends. So a lot of defense here in the first top 5. Then we finally got our first quarterback, Chris Caldwell, out of UCLA, who has elite throw power, but is not a very fast player. So I'm assuming I would take it that he's probably more of a field general. So, and obviously we're not looking at quarterback anytime soon, but the Browns are projected to take him there. Looks like our pick here sitting at pick 16. We're supposed to take a free safety out of Iowa State, Darius Rice. And let's see how he looks. So we got good speed, good jumping, potentially. Great elite speed or strength. So not bad there. We only know his pursuit and his tackle are B's and his man coverage is C. So we might need to, take more look at him. But honestly, I feel like that's a good, player to at least keep our eye on. So I'll probably go look at that in a moment. So we'll favorite him probably. But yeah, then looking at all these other players, I don't know if. So looks like Jeffrey Van Dyke, another quarterback going to Denver. And then we got Dolphins sitting at 32 here, taking Trent Patterson out of Wisconsin. So yeah, a lot of quarterbacks very spread out here throughout so far in the process. Obviously, this is only week 3, so there's still plenty of time to decide things. Alrighty, so I actually really quickly just decided to put a couple of players here in our favorites list. So we got a couple of mostly on defense. Honestly, actually, it's entirely on defense. At least for right now. We got Darius Rice, obviously that guy that we saw in the mock draft that we're supposed to take. He's actually ranked as the best free safety currently from college. And the thing that's kind of nice about him, obviously we can see here, he's got good speed, he's got elite strength, we already know that. B pursue, whatnot, so just good to keep him on the board for now. There's probably other safeties I could probably look at as well. Looking at this right end, though, a couple of the other players I did choose for specific reasons. So Tyreek Bone is a great to elite speed projection. Solid strength, unfortunately, but he's already got B awareness, which is not bad. I kind of just picked him for the speed, I'm going to be honest, which I know it's not the greatest. 6'3", 268, 23 years old already. He's apparently a top fit for us, in addition to the Jaguars and the Vikings. But then we'll look at Harold Irons here, another guy who's got basically the opposite of the last one as we looked at just a second ago, which is great to elite strength. He's got A play rec and B power moves. Injury and stamina, obviously those being F, so this is not the worst thing in the world. So honestly, I feel like he'd be good. He's also 22 only 22 years old, 285 and 6'4", so that's pretty good size for defensive end. Then we got Tyree Carmichael, a corner here. Speed solid, not the greatest. Agility, acceleration's pretty good, so maybe that could compensate the speed. He's also got A catching, which is kind of why I looked at him for now. He's also 6'3", because a lot of the corners, unfortunately, in this draft class are really short. Like they're probably 6 foot or under. I saw a lot of 5'10s, a lot of 6 foot, and I found one guy that was like 6'5", but it wasn't the greatest. So we'll just keep this guy on our board for now. As we scout him more with our, our scout focuses, we'll see how well he actually is. Speaking of 5'9" guys, we got Max Arrington here, who's 5'9" at strong safety out of Florida State. Am I right? Yep, Florida State, 22 years old, 224. He's got elite strength, great speed, good to great speed, good to solid jumping. Only know his stamina and his zone coverage is C, which is not terrible. But, and especially since, he's a round 1 to 2 pick, so we don't know nearly enough about him to make any final calls. But good to keep him on the board. Obviously, we have Jordan Poyer, who's getting much older, still obviously on our roster. And we also have Micah Hyde as well, so that's why I'm keeping Darius Rice on here for now as well. And then last but not least here, we got AJ Edmonds, a D tackle out of Washington State, who's got a great to elite strength as well, solid to decent speed. He's got A play rec and D power moves. So I like the A play rec. Again, don't know nearly enough about him to make any final decisions. He's 354 pounds. My goodness, that's a big boy. He's also 6'4". He's also 23 years old, so likely probably a 5th-year player in college. But yeah, so that's just looking at AJ Edmonds to kind of build some depth behind Oliver. As we know, Daquan Jones is getting up there in age, so good thing to bring in potentially a rookie who can fill in those shoes. But yeah, there's our entire mock draft board. I'll make sure to write this down before we move on here. But yeah, so this is our first mock draft here. At least for now. I'll just put these guys on our board here. Yeah, we'll just kind of go with that. But yeah, we'll see. Okay, and the last thing I'm going to take a look at here is the players that we need to re-sign technically before next season. And right off the gate here, it looks like Rasul Douglas is up for contract renewal. And he's a superstar development now. And he's 85 overall, but he's already 29 years old. This guy wants he only wants a 1-year deal. I mean, and for 11.9 million total, that's not terrible. But, well, as you can see in the top corner, we only have 17 million in cap space. That's not a whole lot of money, unfortunately. So what we might have to consider doing is we might have to consider trading Rasul Douglas, especially since he's older. He's got 1 year left in his deal, and maybe potentially getting players that either we can easily re-sign, or players that are younger who have long-term deals that are probably equal in value, maybe slightly lower in overall. Trying to make things realistic or whatever. Just basically just try and get value for him in general. Then moving on, it looks like we got Taron Johnson as well. And honestly, between these two guys, I'd rather probably take Taron Johnson over Rasul Douglas, just because Taron Johnson is a year younger. But honestly, he can also potentially be traded, just because he's already 28 years old, only normal development, sadly. But maybe if he steps up this year, he might increase that development rate and earn it potentially. But we'll just have to see how that works out. Then next we got Dion Dawkins needing a re-sign. He's 30 years old already. My goodness, the guy's already older than I thought he was. Then we got Spencer Brown. So the outsides of our offensive line are needing a re-sign. Deontay Hardy probably could live without him personally. Joshua Kelly we signed before the season started. Not bad. Julian Arcawara, obviously a 1-year deal for him in free agency this past year. We'll see how he performs, see if he'll earn a contract. But for now, likely he probably won't earn a contract just because he's 25 years old, a normal development, 70 overall. I mean, it's not terrible. Could extend him for a lot, but only if he makes good plays for us. Then we got Mitch Morse here, who has no interest in re-signing with us, which is probably why Buffalo let him go in the first place in real life. But he's 32 years old. He'll probably be retired after this season. There's probably no point in re-signing him if he's just going to retire. So that's probably an easy decision there. Similar with Jordan Poyer, he might even just retire after this season. He's already 33 years old, only star development, 81 overall. DeMar Hamlin, 67 overall. I'd love to keep the guy, but the guy needs to develop for that to happen. Kingsley Jonathan, same, as well as Alec Anderson, Tommy Doyle, Daquan Jones we extended this past offseason. Jason Pierre-Paul was a free agent signing. Obviously our long snapper, Reggie Gilliam as well, and Kyer Elam to potentially accept his 5th-year option. And right now, he doesn't even want anything to do with this team. I don't know if I can accept it. I'd probably have to see him make some plays first. But I mean, unfortunately, he's way down in the depth chart. But he might have to hope that either he, makes some good plays to get up in the depth chart in practice, or he's going to have to hope that we trade one of either Taron Johnson, Rasul Douglas, or both, just to get some more value, and hopefully he can have a spot to play on this team. But so there's all of our guys we need to re-sign this upcoming season. Will we actually get to that point? I have no idea. So Rasul Douglas, the top guy, probably potentially see if we can trade him. But we'll wait until potentially after our game against the Jets, and then we'll see how he plays and whatnot before we even consider trading him away. So, however, with that all said and done, it's time for us to jump into our Week 3 game against the New York Jets, and obviously we're going to be taking on a team that the Bills have historically, pretty dominated, at least the last couple seasons, but there's always been one game that, at least the last 2 years, the one game that the Jets have somehow beat them. And, it's really the Jets defense that's kind of carrying them at this point. Obviously, I think Aaron Rodgers retired in this franchise in the offseason, so I don't think they have him. Actually, you know what? Let's just go look at their roster before we start the game. So looking at the Jets roster here, we got quarterback. We got Zach Wilson back at quarterback again here with Sam Darnold behind him. So feeling a little bit of a blast from the past here. Sam Darnold decided to sign again with the Jets. I got rookie quarterback Gavin Harrison here on the UTEP. But nobody's above a 70. Heck, Sam is technically a 70, but he's down on the depth chart, it looks like, here behind Mr. Zach Wilson himself. And by the way, for those of you wondering, Zach Wilson is not even a star dev in this franchise, so he's only a 69 overall. He's not very good. Then moving on to running back, we still got Breece Hall. Ezekiel Elliott signed with the Jets. That's hilarious. And Jordan Wilkins behind him. Then fullback, they got Marshall Martin IV, rookie out of Sacramento State. It's the first time I've seen his name ever. I don't know if he's even... I think he's a real player too, but that's just kind of an odd move by the Jets. It kind of makes sense in the grand scheme of things for some reason, but I don't know. I just kind of chuckle at it when I see it. Then we got Garrett Wilson and Odell Beckham Jr. decided to sign with the Jets, although he is injured for this game, so he will not be playing against us this week. And we got Marquez Valdez-Scantling here as well, who stayed with New York. Looks like did not go to the Chiefs, or he did win the Super Bowl with Kansas City and then decided to come back to the Jets. So guy can't make up his mind between staying with the Super Bowl champions and Patrick Mahomes, or coming to the Meadowlands and playing with the Jets in New Jersey. So I don't know what the guy's deal is, but he obviously came back here for a reason. Then we got Xavier Gibson behind him and Jason Brownlee as well. Then for tight end, they still got Tyler Conklin and CJ Uzama, as well as Jeremy Ruckert. I believe those guys are all the same from the last season as well. Then in terms of their offensive line, it looks like they have Rasheed Walker, who I think they signed at a free agency, and Carter Warren behind him. Although Rasheed Walker is injured, so they will be starting Carter Warren, which is only a 66 overall, so they're already injured and hurt at the line position, or at the offensive line position. Laken Tomlinson here for the Jets as well. And then Micah Mazuka from Florida, rookie, must have been a draft pick by them. So that's kind of hilarious there. Then for center, they still have Joe Tippmann. They signed John Feliciano, it looks like. Michael Juergens behind him, a rookie they must have signed out of free agency out of West Virginia, as he's only a 58 overall. Yikes. Then we have right guard. We got Elijah Vera Tucker. So this side of the line's much more strong here. Zach Zinter behind him, which I'm curious, is Zach Zinter a hidden development? He's not. Okay. So he's only a normal development, 72 overall, but maybe Zach Zinter can fill in at right or left tackle, at least so they can, have a fighting chance against us potentially. But we'll see. And then obviously at right tackle here, we got Mekhi Becton Sr., who in real life is now a Philadelphia Eagle, as he was cut from the Jets because he just could not stay healthy. And really this game, honestly, this game replicated his injury, his proneness, as he only has a 74 injury, which is not terrible, but considering most players in this league, most players in the game have like an 80, 85, 88 plus injury rating. That's really low, especially for a guy that, has a superstar ability and has had a superstar ability since he came out and was drafted, I believe, in 2021, if I'm not remember correctly. But yeah, so he's starting here at right tackle. George Fant behind him, signed in free agency, it looks like. So their offensive line is definitely going to be something that is probably going to hinder them more than help them. Then moving on here, we got John Franklin Myers here starting at left end. We got Will McDonald behind him, who was a rookie last year out of Iowa State. And then we got Jermaine Johnson out of Florida State starting at right end with Derek Barnett behind him. Then at the big D tackle position, we got the big man himself, Quinnen Williams, X Factor and all, 26 years old, 94 overall. Clearly the captain of this defense, and clearly arguably one of the few best or like high overall players on this Jets roster, at least in this franchise here. Sebastian Joseph Day behind him as well, and Tyleik Williams, rookie out of Ohio State, looks like as well. And I'm going on to the linebackers here. We got Sinone Taki here starting at outside linebacker for them, left outside linebacker. Jamie Sherwood behind that. CJ Mosley starting with an 85 overall, 32 years old. At middle linebackers, there are Barnes and Justin Flo behind him. Quincy Williams, brother of Quinnen Williams, starting at outside linebacker on this side here. And Kyle Van Noy behind him as well. So pretty old linebacking core, all things considered. And then moving on to probably the Jets' pride, crown jewel here, or like pride and joy of this of their team, and that's their corner, their secondary. With Sauce Gardner here leading the way at 95, 96 technically overall, with morale being lower due to their play/record, I'm assuming. And then we got DJ Reed behind him, Michael Carter. They did draft Kool-Aid McKinstry in the first round, I do believe. And then they got Josh Newton behind him from TCU. And then Jarek Bernard Converse from LSU sitting here at cornerback number 5. I believe it's 5, right? Wait, no, 6. Which honestly, you don't need 6 corners in the game. You technically only need about 5. But usually it's always good to have a backup just in case you have, or an extra guy just in case one of your other corners gets hurt, or whatnot. So good practice by them there. I'm sure we have 2 cornerbacks as well. But then moving on to their free safeties, they still got Jordan Whitehead. Obviously, he went back to the Buccaneers. I'm sure most of you know this already. He went back to Tampa Bay after a few seasons with the Jets, and he's starting here ahead of Terrell Burgess, who I actually believe just signed with the Bills in real life, which that's kind of ironic, isn't it? Then we got Kirby Joseph signing with the Jets, or being traded to the Jets. Either way, he's not going to be playing this week, starting over Mike Edwards. So another former Tampa Bay Buccaneer coming over here to New York to try and compete in this AFC East division, which honestly, I mean, if they wanted more competition, that's probably a good thing. But man, that's just not, you know, I mean, if you want to, I'm not saying anything to say anything, but that, you know, I kind of lost my train of thought there. But regardless, Mike Edwards is here, sitting here behind Kirby Joseph, and that's their secondary. They got 2 kickers. That's Greg Zuerlein and Kami Fairburn. Not sure what you want to do with 2 kickers, but honestly, you know what? It's the Jets. They can do whatever they want, it seems like. And then their punter is none other than Matt Araiza, another former Bill who, you know, sadly was cut due to accusations that were proven to be not true a couple seasons ago after he was drafted. But yeah, now he will be facing us here in returning to Buffalo to face us in week number 3 here this season. So yeah, there's the roster and all that. I think we're now ready to get into this game. So let's waste no more time here. Let's hop right into this, and I will see you guys right when we get in there. Alrighty, so we are here inside of Orchard Park, New York, inside of Highmark Stadium for week 3. And it's going to be, like I said, a showdown. Hopefully a very interesting game here. First in the division, or it's a division game, so it should automatically be exciting. But we'll have to see how we fare against this Jets team after losing week 1 and then winning against the Cardinals last week though in the sim. And we're back home here on our home turf. And we're going to try and see if we can put up a show against this New York team, or Jets team, and try and get that lead in the division if we can. All right, so it looks like we're going to be kicking off here first. So the Jets will start with the football. And nice afternoon here in Orchard Park as we have nice return up to about the 25 before he's taken down at the 20, but they'll mark him up to 25. And out comes Zach Wilson here back to start for the Jets after Aaron Rodgers retired in the offseason after not, you know, after his one, you know, little, you know, unfortunate injury that happened in the last season. He decided not to come out again and decided to just hang it up, and now leaves the Jets in the hands of their former number 2 overall pick, Zach Wilson here. So here's a handoff to Breece Hall, who's going to break free for a moment before he's taken down at the 33. 8-yard gain. Bringing up second and short here, Zach Wilson. Breece Hall again. He's going to have a huge run all the way past the 40 to the 46 before he's taken down. So another first and 10 here for the Jets. Zach Wilson handoff again, Breece Hall, and he's going to push his way forward for another 5-yard gain. This offense for New York getting out and going right away here. Zach going to take the snap here, drops back, throws, and knocked away, looking for Breece Hall, but is going to be knocked away by Isaiah Simmons. Brings up 3rd and 5 on their opening drive. Wilson going to take the snap, looking, getting pressure, throws it upfield, wide open, caught by, I believe is that CJ Uzama, or no, it's Travis Gibson, excuse me. And Taron Johnson in cover, Xavier Gibson. Yeah, Zach Wilson able to make a huge play downfield and beats, Taron Johnson gets beat just for the moment here, but I'm sure he'll be thinking about that after this play and hopefully not do that again. But Buffalo, we're going to challenge the play as Sean McDermott believes that he did not get his feet in bounds here. And, ooh, that's going to be pretty close, but you see his hands, he got contact there, 1 foot, and I think he's got the next one in. Ref was there with the call to say it in bounds. And, yeah, we're going to lose that challenge, unfortunately. So, I don't know why you challenge it there. I wouldn't take the risk of a challenge right at the start of the first. Now you have one less timeout for the half. Wilson outside to Garrett Wilson. And he's going to have a nice 3-yard gain. Taron Johnson there in the area. So the Jets are already here inside the red zone. Wilson going to drop back, getting rushed, and he's going to look for Conklin, but going to be thrown incomplete. Edgerrin Cooper, the rookie out of Texas A&M, out there on the coverage. Wilson takes the snap again, getting pressured, rolls out to his left, looking, and going to be finally taken down by multiple defenders for a huge loss, and they're going to have an injury timeout here. And it looks like it's Edgerrin Cooper, a little shaken up after that play, getting in there with Rousseau and whoever else was in there as Wilson will take the sack, and the Jets will try and get a field goal here from Fairburn, and they'll get it up here and they'll be complete here. So the Jets will have a 3-0 lead here at the start of the first. Alrighty, so we are here on our first opening drive of the game. Allen going to have a single back look here. Going to take the snap, throws upfield, wide open, looking for, I couldn't even tell who that was, but he overthrew him. I think that was Shakir or somebody, but could not find him. Sitting there wide open too. 2nd and 10. Allen throws complete up to Tremaine Burton, rookie receiver out of Alabama, who we drafted, I think, if I remember correctly, in the 4th round. 4th or 5th round, one of the two. Allen going to take the snap again, though. Shucks it down short, looking for Shakir, but can't find him. Incomplete. 2nd and 10 here. Allen, single back look here. Getting rushed. Rolls out and just throws it to the turf as he was hit. Too much pressure from this Jets front 7 here. Michael Carter in there on the pressure as well from the Jets secondary. Allen takes a snap. Throws and tries to again look for Shakir, and he just misses the pass. I've not seen Allen this out of sync. He did this last episode in week 1 as well. Alrighty, well, after our own 3 and out, the Jets will come back out here to start on their second drive. Bull rush here. Zach Wilson rolls out, uses his legs, gets hit finally and taken down, but not before he has a first and a little more as well. Jeremiah Trotter Jr., rookie out of Clemson, 1st round pick by us in the draft, taking him down there. So single back look here. Wilson takes a snap, throws short, and it's going to be complete to Xavier Gibson all the way up to the 32. Very impressive work here by this Jets team early on in this game. As you can see, yeah, there's nobody in that area. I'm not sure what defensive formation was called there, but both Trey White and Jordan Poyer were not in sync there. So 1st and 10 from the 32. Wilson, handoff to Breece Hall, who has a hole and almost has a lot of space there, but is luckily taken down at the 19. So Jets making quick work of our struggles here to hold them down, and just able to already get inside the red zone here. So another handoff here, Breece Hall, and he is going to be clobbered up at the 17, but still gets a gain of about 1. So 2nd and 9 here. Wilson going to look, gets chased upfield, and it's knocked out away by Jeremiah Trotter Jr. Brings up 3rd down and 9. Wilson going to take the snap. Throws end zone and knocked away by Micah Hyde. He was looking for Garrett Wilson. Brings up 4th down. All right, so the Jets just got another field goal there after we made that 4th down stop. Here comes Allen again. Throws short, complete to Shaquille, but he drops it. Sauce Gardner there in on the coverage. Allen now 3, and Sauce Gardner's lit up as well. Allen looking to throw, gonna lob it for Shakir, and he beats Sauce Gardner. It's not Shakir, it's Tremaine Burton, excuse me. Huge 1st down play for the Buffalo. See, Allen just chooses to still test Sauce, and Sauce gets beat barely by Tremaine Burton. Sauce did not make the tackle there at the end. Burton probably would have been gone. 1st and 10 here from the 33. Allen going to take the snap. Throws corner, and that's Shakir for the first down grab. As Allen continues to test Sauce Gardner there in the corner on the right side of the field. Nice I formation here with Cook in the backfield. Allen going to still take it up here. Again to Shakir, and Shakir shakes it off for a touchdown. And just like that, after going down 6-0, Allen manages to craft up a drive here, and Shakir manages to stay in bounds. It shakes off Sauce Gardner and gets into the end zone for the score. All right, so the Jets out here to come again on offense after we get our touchdown. Wilson going to look to throw. Throws down short to Breece Hall, and he's going to be stopped after 2 yards by Jordan Poyer. So Poyer, despite being in his early 30s, still able to make some plays here. Getting pressured. Wilson chucks it short to Xavier Gibson. And Gibson gets it about a few more yards, just 2 yards shy of the first. 3rd down and 2 here from the 33. Wilson throws, short complete, but he drops it looking for Conklin. Conklin looked like he had it, but couldn't hold on, and Simmons in there to knock it out as well. Oh, and it looks like we're going to unfortunately rough the punter. That looks like took a while to, animate for the punt motion, but we were trying to block it, and Terrell Bernard unfortunately is going to rough the punter. That sucks. Unfortunately, we're going to be starting at the 48 now after Terrell Bernard unfortunately roughs the kicker, as Breece Hall gets a carry, but he's quickly met at the 48 at the line of scrimmage by Gregory Rousseau. But yeah, man, you got to have a little bit more discipline. I know he was trying to go for the ball, but still got to keep mindful of that happening here. Wilson throws outside to Breece Hall, and he's going to complete it. 7 yards on the catch there, not to Breece Hall. I keep getting confused, but we're going to challenge again? I think he got that. I don't know what. He might not have. His feet leads. He touched the thing after he caught the ball, though. That's a gain. So we're gonna lose both of our challenges. Yeah, that is unfortunate. I've never seen that happen in simulation here. Anyways, 1st down here. Wilson, blitz coming. Tries to escape, gets hit, but he gets rid of it. 4th down. Tre'Davious White and company there on the stop. And the Jets will likely punt this one away. So Allen and the Bills out here to come on offense, excuse me. After the Jets punted. There goes Cook with the handoff. And Cook will get up to about a 4-yard gain. There's his play from last week through the sim. 43 yards, looks like, 17 carries. No touchdowns. All right, we're joining now from a 3rd and 1 as my controller died for a second. So that's my fault, guys. Here goes Allen, fake handoff. Play action pass over to Dawson Knox, as he's going to get a nice 1st down at the 36. 1st and 10 here. Allen, handoff. Cook, and Cook's going to be met in the backfield, losing a yard by Quincy Williams, who's going to tackle him as he tries to, get some yardage. Here goes another handoff to Cook. This time he has room, and he gets up to nearly the 1st down mark at the 45. Another 3rd and 1 here coming up. So we got Shakir one-on-one with Sauce. Going to be a handoff to Cook, who's going to break the 1st down before he's tackled backwards. So another 1st down, moving the chains here on offense. Something we definitely like to see. Okay, and we're going to start here now in the 2nd quarter. 7-6 our score here. We're driving down the field a little bit here. Allen throwing short, but incomplete, knocked away by Sauce Gardner, looking for Devin Duvernay, one of our other free agent receivers that we free agent signings, excuse me, that we made at the start of this series. Allen again dropping back. Scrolling out of the pocket. Throws, dumps it off to Knox. And Knox has it at the 45. 3rd and 1. So it looks like now this next play here, we got Cook in the backfield. Going to hand off. And Cook makes a break. And he does get the first down. Excellent blocking up front. Mike Edwards going to be in there on the tackle. Okay, 1st and 10 now from the 42. Allen throwing. And that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Mosley at the 40. And that's going to be another interception, ugly interception thrown by Josh Allen this season. I don't know what he was doing. I mean, he might have been looking for, I think he was looking for Cook on the wheel route, and fortunately just didn't throw it up enough or something, because Mosley, or either way, Mosley just sat there and intercepted the ball. Man, that also sucks. Now the Jets here take over on offense after our turnover. Wilson throws, incomplete. Excellent coverage there. Looking for, I believe, C.J. Uzama. And they're on the in route. Underneath. Breece Hall breaks the tackle and gets finally taken down at the 46 by Jordan Poyer and Micah Hyde. One of the better safety duos in the entire league here. Wilson in to throw, gets pressure, gets hit as he throws and tries to find Garrett Wilson, but Garrett Wilson cannot hold on. And the Jets will have another 3 and out. All right, now Allen back up at the helm here. 1st and 10. Throws inside and he's got a man. It's Shakir at the 43. Very tight window, and that closed rather quickly. Still an excellent play made by Josh Allen. Upfield, wide receiver screen to Stephon Diggs. And Diggs is going to get a nice 2-yard gain. I kind of forgot we had him, I'll be honest. I'm already in the mindset in the next Madden that he's not going to be on the Bills for once. And it's going to be weird for sure. Here goes Cook. Outside, nice pancake. Cook gets a huge play all the way down to the 43. I mean, that block up there was incredible. On the left side, I think it was by must have been by Spencer Brown, but that was incredible. I formation again here. Allen, Cook, inside, gets a yard. Overall, not too bad here going up in this next drive. Cook again inside, tries to shake off, and he's not going to be able to get away from Jermaine Johnson. And unfortunately, it's like Jermaine Johnson is slow to get up, so he'll be sitting there on the sideline. Hopefully he's okay. 3rd down and 8 here. Allen looking to throw upfield, and he had 2 guys wide open and just overthrew both of them. That was both Shakir and Diggs. So we're going to be attempting a field goal here from our own 40. And this is a pretty long one for Tyler Bass. It's up. And no good, wide to the left. Honestly, I probably would have attempted to either go for it or just would have maybe made a better read earlier, but that's also just not a good look here. All right, so we've now had a couple plays back and forth. See what the Jets can do here. Breece Hall breaks 1 tackle, but gets stopped again, this time at the 49. By Gregory Rousseau's 2nd tackle in this game. Wilson again looking to throw short, dumps it off to that might be I'm trying to remember who that is. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, so MVS. Couldn't tell from the back of his jersey, and not used to him wearing a bigger number than 11. Here goes Wilson again, getting pressured, and finally runs away, but gets it out in time. Chucks it to the sideline. That's a 3 and out. Excellent pressure up front from our front 7. Able to force Wilson to just get rid of it. So we're back now on offense here, starting from our own 25. I formation. Play action. Chucking down short, almost intercepted, potentially. Allen trying to look for think it was Shakir. Couldn't make the grab. DJ Reed there in the area, I believe, if I remember correctly. Allen throws, dumps it off to Duvernay. Enough for a 6-yard gain. So we're already here at 3rd down. We gotta get another conversion here. We're only up by a single point. A little audible adjustment here. Allen throws, dumps it off, or completed to Shakir. I can't almost speak for some reason. 1st down. All right, 1st and 10 now from the 41. Allen takes the snap, throws complete to Duvernay, and Duvernay has another 1st down up to the 47. Like I said, probably one of our more underrated potential free agent signings this last offseason. And we'll see how he can pan out for us. Here goes the catch to Knox, wide open on the left side. And he gets up past the 1st down marker up to the 35. Another one of our reliable targets at tight end. Now taking a step back from being the starter as Dalton Kincaid is now our starter. Haven't seen a whole lot of action from here tonight here. A nice catch made by the rookie, Tremaine Burton, for a huge 1st down play over the middle up to the 14-yard line. Burton having himself a breakout game so far, already 74 yards. Nice formation here. Looking, end zone, Kincaid, and Kincaid cannot hold on. Jordan Whitehead in on there on the coverage, and Kincaid almost looked like he had a touchdown there potentially. Instead, we're going to go I formation here. Allen drops back, looking, and just can't get out of it and takes a sack. Sebastian Joseph Day, I think I said it backwards, with the sack, bringing it down to 3rd and very long here, 3rd and 15. Got 3 guys to the left side here. Looking, end zone. Oh, but he can't hold on. It's Devin Duvernay. Another touchdown knocked away, DJ Reed. So another field goal attempt here from Tyler Bass. Much more manageable this time from only the 19. So this should be about a 30-yard field goal-ish. And it's good. So we now have a 4-point lead over the Jets here midway through the 2nd quarter. All right, so the Jets here now with the ball again. We got a field goal on our last drive. Wilson running for his life, gets sacked by Jeremiah Trotter Jr. Another sack for the rookie in his resume here in his 1st season in the NFL. Wilson just cannot take the heat and unable to get the ball out in time. Ed Oliver in there on the pressure as well. Yeah, that O-line collapsed quick. And now they're backed up way to the 10. Way back to the 10-yard line. 2nd and 25. Handoff to Breece Hall to try and get some of that back. Only gets about a yard. Which means we have like 3rd and a mile here. Wilson takes the snap. Rolls to his right. Throws out to Conklin. Conklin gets tackled, but nowhere near a 1st down. Christian Benford. And we just now hit the 2-minute warning here in this 1st half of what has been a very surprisingly tight game, but it is a division game, so that kind of does make sense, and to some extent at least. Alrighty, so we are now heading out here again on offense. Once again, just after the 2-minute warning, 1st and 10 from the 36. Allen gets pressured, gets out, takes it himself, runs, and doesn't slide, but he does take it down, or get taken down, I should say, at the 47. So a nice another 1st and 10 here. Allen drops back, throws, launches it downfield, wide open. It's Devin Duvernay, and he's got a touchdown. I believe that's his 1st on the year as well, at least that we've seen. What a huge play, and this crowd is roaring here in Buffalo. Allen just able to take the snap and let it fly. DJ Reed getting beat very badly, and no extra help way downfield. Not even sure you really could get downfield, but What a play made by the new receiver we just signed this last offseason. And the extra point will come from Tyler Bass here. And almost blocked potentially, but it will not be, as we have a 11-point lead now on the Jets. And a nice return up here and taken down at the 29. Okay, and now after that excellent play just a second ago, here comes Wilson again. Throws outside, gets it to Tyler Conklin for a nice 7-yard gain. So Wilson trying to make up some ground here as they find themselves down a pretty decent hole now. Wilson throws inside to Conklin again. Conklin being the timeout going to be taken by the Jets. But obviously Conklin, the former Minnesota Viking, now a New York Jet for the last couple seasons. 1st and 10 from the 42, just under a minute left to play in this first half. Wilson throws, completes. Tre'Davious White in there in coverage. They're going to go no huddle here. 2nd and 2, Wilson. Blitz coming. And he gets taken down, but not before he gets rid of the ball. Jordan Poyer was right there. I think so was, actually Trey White was on the tackle, so both of them were in there on the safety, on the cornerback blitz. Wilson again here. Throws inside and completes. And going to be another timeout taken here as he gets it up to the 40. As they try and get themselves on the board here. Dumps it off to Wilson. And he's going to get up to the 30, and it's going to be about 26 seconds left here. Going to probably line up for a field goal or go for it here. 13 seconds here. 2nd and 1. Wilson throws middle of the field, caught. And it's going to be knocked down, but it's not. Oh, they're going to take a timeout, though, as they go no huddle. And likely a field goal attempt to come here to end this half. And what has been a very exciting half, at least towards the end. So 4 seconds here. Fairburn with the kick. And he's going to get it. So the Jets will take have an 8-point deficit now to overcome at halftime. All right, here we're back now in here for the second half, and the Bills will start with the ball first, and we'll just take a knee there in the end zone. But like I said, we finished off with a somewhat light bit of an offensive explosion at the end there with a huge touchdown pass to Devin Duvernay. The Jets responded back with a field goal, so it's now an 8-point game. Allen going to hand off. No play action. Nope, going to scramble. And he's going to get a yard, luckily, so not a whole lot there. Taken down, I think, by Quincy Williams and Taki in there in the area, and on the tackle, or in the area at least. 2nd and 9, Allen. Throws, wide open, Dalton Kincaid. First time we've said his name all afternoon. And he has a nice, huge first down up to the 49. Look at that, yeah, just wide open out route. Those are killers. If your corner is not, if the corner's not looking for that is, if he's not back there guarding it, that could be a very easy play to exploit there. Allen looking to throw inside to Diggs, and Diggs just straight up drops it. Doesn't hold on to it, plain and simple. So unfortunate little hiccup there, but 2nd down and 10. Allen throws upfield, wide open, but knocked away by DJ Reed, not getting beat again. Unfortunately, looking for Kincaid though, but didn't want to get beat like he did last time. Allen to throw, upfield, sideline to Diggs, but knocked away again. DJ Reed playing out of his mind so far here in this the first couple seconds of this third quarter. And we will punt again. Zach Wilson going to look to throw here. Throws complete to Garrett Wilson. One of his first completions I feel like one of his first connections to him all day. Actually, he has 3, so hasn't had any probably since the first quarter. But huge play downfield by Garrett Wilson. So another 1st and 10 here coming up for New York. With just over 10 minutes left to play in this third quarter. Here goes Wilson, and he gets it out in time. Luckily, Rousseau right there. Surprised he didn't sack him. I'm surprised Zach Wilson got enough awareness to get rid of the ball in time, as he's only a 60. He's under a 70 overall, so he's not that good. Here goes dump off to Wilson, Garrett Wilson, and he gets a nice 3-yard gain there. But yeah, I mean, obviously I know Zach Wilson's been playing honestly better than I thought he was going to, at least so far. I believe he is under 50% though, but I could be wrong. Blitz coming. Wilson gets rid of it. Luckily gets out to Gibson. And it's going to be another 4th and 3, so they'll have another 3 and out. Oh no, it looks like they're going to be going for it here. 4th and 3 from the 42. Throws outside, complete to MVS, who also actually, I just remembered, is actually on the Bills as well now. So that's also kind of ironic. But another 1st and 10. I don't know what we're doing here, but defense got to make a stand here. Wilson, blitz coming, gets hit and knocked away by Matt Milano as he looked for Tyler Conklin. First time we've called Milano's name today as well. He's been in on some tackles, but the first time he's knocked the ball away. Wilson again, scrambling, throws and incompletes. Breece Hall down short, but just overthrows him a little bit. 3rd and 10 from the 33. Wilson, Breece in the backfield, going to play action. And he's going to be knocked down by Jeremiah Trotter Jr. once again. His 2nd sack on Zach Wilson. His 2nd solo sack, I should say, on Zach Wilson here today. And here goes another kick from Fairburn from the 40. This is a pretty long one here. And that's going nowhere. Wide right. And Sam Darnold there as a holder, obviously, being the 2nd string now. But yeah, Fairburn not good there, missing the kick. All right, 1st and 10 here now once more. 47-yard line. Allen, play action throw. Throws the dart in the middle of the field, and that's right to, I think that was Duvernay, but he dropped it, unfortunately. So 2nd and 10 here now. Allen again to throw, lobs it, and knocked away again. Looking for, I believe it was Diggs, but Allen hitting under 50% of his passes. Not very good here for him today. Again, looking to throws short, and just can't find Diggs. He's sitting right there, but Allen looks the most inaccurate I've ever seen him. All right, so Jets back on offense here. Here goes Breece Hall, or not Breece Hall, Ezekiel Elliott stepping in here. And doesn't get any gain there on the carry. So he gets a little love here today. Wilson again to throw. And throws it short, knocked away. Micah Hyde able to step up and cause a 3rd down here, 3rd down situation. Breece Hall in the backfield. Wilson rolls out, and another takedown by Jeremiah Trotter Jr., his 3rd solo sack, and makes it up to 3.5 on the day for him. Rookie going absolutely bananas here in this game. Makes me really feel confident that we made the right pick there in the 1st round, even if we had other pressing needs. All right, so Allen again here on offense. 1st and 10. Throws short down to Shakir. Shakir will have a nice 4-yard gain. CJ Mosley in the area. 5:40 left in this 3rd quarter here. Allen again to throw. Screen pass to Cook. And Cook's going to get a couple of yards, but not a whole lot. Only gets up to 49. So 3rd and short here. Here goes Allen. Throws short to Diggs. 1st down. Diggs able to get a nice 1st down completion over the 40, or at the 43-yard line. The Bills are driving slowly here again, looks like. Switch up here on offense. Moving Devin Duvernay on the inside. Diggs outside again. There's another catch in the row for him. 3 yards. DJ Reed, who's been all over the field today, making play after play. Allen takes the snap, throws inside to Duvernay, and Duvernay cannot hold on. This time Sauce Gardner making the stop there. So 3rd and 7 here. Allen takes the snap, takes off with his legs, and has a huge run, and finally taken down at the 19 by Sauce Gardner. I thought he was going to I thought nobody was in front of him. I thought that was going to be a huge run for the end zone. And looks like, yeah, if he had gone, if Sauce had not come back, he would have had a huge gain for potentially even a touchdown. So the Bills find themselves, we find ourselves all the way up to the 19 here. Allen again, handoff. This time to Cook, and Cook's going to be met right there by Taki at the 17, but still a gain of 2. So now 9 formation here with Cook here, but play action. Allen just runs and taken down Will McDonald. Rookie, second-year pro now out of Iowa State. First-round draft pick last season by the Jets. 3rd and 14 now. 5 wide here, looks. And he's just taken down again. I don't know what he's doing. Kool-Aid McKinstry, first-round rookie this year. Taken by the Jets and brings up 4th down and 24. I don't know what Allen was doing, because I think he had Diggs potentially if he looked for it, but he chose to try and run it. So I guess that's kind of on him. All right, so we are now here. We just took a field goal and it was successful. So now the Jets have the ball here. Wilson rolling out and just throws it incomplete. Unable to find anybody downfield, and Wilson again here takes the snap, play action pass, getting chased in, finally, and taken down again. 15 sack on the day, and it's Ed Oliver, and looks like Jeremiah Trotter Jr. as well, but Oliver will be credited for at least part of the sack. Got in there right away. Rousseau came in at the last moment, but Ed Oliver was really the one that initiated it. And Trotter Jr. came in there as well. The Jets back here now at the 19. Just under a minute left to play in the 3rd. Wilson throws outside to Conklin, and he's not going to have nearly enough. Milano there taking him down. 4th down coming up here. See if they go for it, and they will not. Honestly, it really surprised me that they went for it earlier. So we'll see what they do here, but they will be kicking out at the 30. So we'll start here with our team and see how it goes. All right, here. So it looks like now we have ourselves a nice I formation once more. Allen outside, Diggs, Cook wide open hole. He's got space, makes a juke move, jukes out 2 people, and finally taken down at the 37. What a move and what a run by James Cook. Right here to end the 3rd quarter. What an exciting play there, as we are just so far cruising the Jets here. It hasn't been easy, that's one thing, but we have just, for the most part, been clicking. We had a slow start again, but after that, so far I've had, no complaints for the most part. Here goes Cook again. No, Allen going to throw upfield to Diggs and makes the catch just inside the 25. And Diggs now, that's his 4th catch in the day, only 23 yards. Not a whole lot, but honestly, anything helps at this point. Cook again, this time he does hit the carry, bounces off a few guys, and gets past the 20 before he's taken down. So a huge day from him as well, 80 yards on the ground. So 2nd and 3 now. We're going to shift things up on offense a little here. Cook still in the backfield. Allen going to look to throw. Throws it short to Duvernay. And Duvernay gets the first down along with it. He's had a very big impact today as well. Had the touchdown earlier. Shakir up top with Sauce again. There goes Allen, play action pass. Throws end zone to somebody, and it's Diggs, and that's a touchdown. Couldn't tell who it was, and Diggs tried to kick it, and it didn't go very far, but couldn't tell who it was at first, but he threw it up there, and someone's going to catch it, either Burton or Diggs, and yeah, Diggs caught it. Looked like Burton tried to steal it, or no, it was Shakir, but I was like, somebody come down with it. So Allen threw another tricky pass, but it ends up paying off, and we increase our lead by another 7 points here, pending this extra point by Tyler Bass. And it's good. We now lead 27-9, with just 10 minutes left here in the fourth. I mean, the Jets here, they can probably come back, but it's going to be tough here. They got to start right now. Here goes Tyler Conklin, and he's going to be taken down, but Ed Oliver, it's going to be slow to get up, and that's not good. He's going to the locker room too. That'd be a huge blow to this defense if he's out for any longer than just the game. But now 2nd and 2 here for Wilson and the Jets. Throws complete to Garrett Wilson. And Garrett Wilson has a nice first down completion. So Jets still staying in this game, not quite going away yet here. 9.5 minutes left to play. Wilson throwing, dumping it off to MVS. And MVS going to take it up to the 49 before he's taken down. So here goes Zach Wilson again, takes the snap, throws down short again, incompletes. Looking for MVS again, but Trey White able to stay in the area at least to intimidate Wilson to not throw the ball. There goes Wilson again, taking the snap. Getting pushed again, shoves it out and tries to throw it out of a sack. And Taron Johnson in the area. I believe some of the D-line coming in for Oliver, but here goes another 4th down attempt here by New York. Will they get it this time? 4th and 5. Zach Wilson throws and has the completion to CJ Uzama. So unfortunately, the Jets go for a 4th, and they do get it. 1st and 10 here. On the 42, Wilson takes the snap, gets pushed, gets it out in time, but doesn't quite complete it up to, I think he was looking for Tyler Conklin again. Rasul Douglas. And the secondary staying strong so far. Wilson again to throw. Throws short, complete, but knocked out of his hands. CJ Uzama. Christian Benford in there on to make the play, or try and make the play at least. Wilson again to throw. Middle and knocked away again, this time by Micah Hyde. Bringing up 4th down and 10. As a rookie, Harmon gets in it with one of our own players. Field goal attempt here, Fairburn, and it's good. As we almost blocked it too, and we were set up for potentially a fake, but Fairburn nails it. So now we come out here on offense once again. 27-12, Allen to throw. Tries to run out and does get sacked. Joseph Day again. Jets' 4th sack on the day here on Allen as a defense, and sets us back a little bit. Shakir and Duvernay on the outsides. Cook gets the carry, shakes off a tackle, almost gets tripped up, stays on his feet and gets all the way down to the 33. My goodness. Absolutely refuses to go down. And finally taken down right before 1st down, moving the chains. Another handoff to Cook. This time he does have a 1st down and more, and he looks to be gone at the 20, at the 10, and that's another touchdown. James Cook breaking free, making a huge play for Buffalo, and that about seals up this game. Anyways, yeah, like I said, they're breaking free and just running down Broadway. Nobody in front of him. Nobody's going to catch him. He almost slowed down a little bit, but it doesn't matter. Alrighty, now here the Jets out again to try and respond to our huge play just a moment ago. Here goes a catch to Wilson. A pass from Wilson to Wilson. Zach Wilson to Garrett Wilson. And it's a nice first down play, so it makes a little bit of a stomp there, or a little bit of an effort there. Another play here. Wilson again throws outside and incomplete. 2nd and 10 here for the Jets. Wilson on his own in the backfield. Takes a snap, throws, dumps it off to MVS. And MVS getting a first down, not rolling down. But does get taken down again after a gain of, well, for sure, first down. With now Breece Hall in the backfield, looks like. Again to throw. Wilson throws in almost to Trey White. Able to knock it incomplete. 2nd and 10 here from the 41. Zach Wilson to throw. Throws complete to MVS, and MVS gets another first down. Didn't really think MVS was that big, but I guess he's a taller receiver than I thought he was. Could almost play tight end. Wilson again to throw, getting pressured. Gets outside, but doesn't, and that's Julian Okawara with the sack. Free agent signing formerly on the Lions, or wherever he was before, and obviously player out of Notre Dame, making the huge sack at a huge point in the game. So 2nd and 19 now for the Jets, as Wilson tries to get back what he lost here. Dumps it off to Conklin, and Conklin's going to get a couple of those yards back, actually a decent amount of them, and a little bit more as well. So we now just hit the 4-minute mark here in this 4th quarter. Wilson trying to get this team back within a score here. Wilson again runs outside, gets hit as he throws, and knocks it incomplete, bringing up 4th down. The question is now, are they going to go for it, or are they going to just choose to go to the field goal? And they're going to go for it. They have obviously, more than likely no choice here. 4th and 8, Wilson throws, sideline, and that's complete. What a play. I mean, man, are you kidding me? But what a play, and that's, oh, actually, no, it was incomplete. Huh. I misread that wrong. Honestly, guys, I completely misread that. I thought they got the first down, but they obviously didn't. So we're have a first down here as James Cook gonna just try and run this one out here. 2nd and 8. Yeah, that's crazy. I completely misread that. I didn't look at where the indicator was. I just saw first down and I assumed they got it. Would have been an insane play either way. Here goes Cook. Huge run, as he just had a huge breakout game here. 161 yards and a touchdown after only a few carries. And overall, I mean, this game hasn't been pretty for us for all the way through, but a lot better than week 1, that's for sure. Here goes handoff to Fournette. Leonard Fournette with a nice 15-yard gain here just to salt this one away. Mike Edwards there, his former teammate, and both were in Tampa Bay on the tackle there. And we just hit the 2-minute warning here, and that might honestly do it after a couple more runs here for this ball game, as we just easily broke away. And I mean, again, it took a little bit, but we eventually got it as Cook takes it outside, only gets a yard. But Cook is one of the reasons we're here. Ed Oliver, Trotter Jr. making some huge plays in just his first season and his 3rd game as a pro player. And yeah, I couldn't have asked for a better, honestly, just a better play here. Oh, what a nice tackle attempt there made by Quincy Williams. But so it brings up 3rd and 6. So, but obviously we already have a 45 seconds here, so a lot of clocks run off. And we're gonna probably try one more run attempt, one more first down, and this game is over. Will Cook get it here? Runs up the middle, and that's it. That's the game, folks. And Quincy Williams gonna be slow to get up after that. And Yeah, I'm going to probably sit on the bench for the rest of the game, unfortunately. So, and just like that, we will win our Week 3 game against the Jets 34-12. And we'll be moving up to 2-1 on the year. After a Week 1 loss, we have so far won back-to-back games. Honestly, like I said, couldn't have had a better game, and very much looking forward to looking at everything else and all that. So looking at the player stats here momentarily before we end off the episode here. We got Josh Allen having a okay game. I mean, he obviously was not perfect. His completion percentage was garbage, like 55%. I mean, he's a 7th-year veteran here. I don't know why he had such a bad completion percentage, but regardless, still almost threw for 300 yards, 3 passing touchdowns, threw that one ugly interception. But honestly, other than that, he still had a great game. Zach Wilson, on the other hand, had actually not too far off of a similar game to Josh for some reason. But, 27-51, not very poor as well completion percentage for a quarterback nowadays. 253 passing yards, though, so he still lit us up plenty of times. But unable to throw a passing touchdown. I'll just focus on us for the remainder of this. So here, James Cook going off in this game, having that huge touchdown run. Obviously 183 yards, 19 carries. Leonard Fournette getting involved at the last second there. Josh getting involved as well. Good play through from them. And then moving on to receiving, Josh spread the ball out a lot. Jermaine Burton getting the most of those, getting the most yards. So good game from him. And Diggs, Shakir, and Duvernay getting those touchdowns ultimately helped propel us ahead of the Jets and ended up getting us the victory here. So, yeah, honestly, like I said, couldn't have asked for better performance there. Much better than Week 1. In terms of defense, Jeremiah Trotter Jr. leading the team in sacks in just his 3rd regular season game. 4 tackles for loss as well. That, honestly, if it doesn't get Player of the Week, I would be very shocked. 5 tackles. Let's see, Julian Okwara getting a sack in there. Ed Oliver leaving the game early, but still getting his sack and plenty of pressures on Zach Wilson. And Gregory Rousseau getting his pressures and a sack in there as well. So there's that. No interceptions, sadly. We had a couple of close calls, but hopefully I can see a little bit more of an improvement on that maybe in the coming weeks. But yeah, and then kicking, we obviously don't need to necessarily. I mean, we can think about this a little bit. Deontay Hardy, but we really didn't focus on that a whole lot. So there's the stats from the game there if you guys were curious. So okay, so it looks like after the game we do have an upgrade for Julian Okwara. So I'm gonna quickly apply that here before we really close things out. So I'm gonna put on Power Rusher just to make him a 71 overall after he had that huge sack today. So that's the last thing I had to do here before we close out the episode here. So okay, so now that game is done here, we're going to sim to our next week here, and this should be against the New England Patriots, also 1-2. So we do move up in our division to 2-1. The Dolphins still sitting atop the AFC East at 3-0, and it looks like we have a couple of exciting things to look forward to here. A couple things that I won't touch on until the next episode. But looks like we have a breakout D lineman. And I kind of have an idea who that's going to be. And then I'll check in with our quarterback and a couple of players. Obviously, our negotiations and then our strategies as normal. So, yeah, that is probably, sadly, going to be the end of this episode. And I will tell you right now, I'm going to make sure the next episode is out before next week, before Madden 25 drops. Because I do, and I will announce this here in this video. I'll probably also announce this here on the community tab as well, though, is I do plan on live streaming when Madden 25 drops. Doing a live stream. I don't know who's gonna, if anybody's gonna come watch it. But if you happen to be watching this video and you just happen to find me here while searching through YouTube or whatever, or YouTube recommended my content to you, I will let you guys know, you watching right now, that I will plan as of now to start live streaming Madden 25 whenever that drops. Not sure if I'll do anything with franchise necessarily right away, but probably just getting some playthrough in. Actually playing the game itself, just see how that feels, see how different it feels in this one, and all that. So, and also as well, if you haven't checked out my video yet, I did upload a video the other day on playing a new college game, just a quick gameplay video, just me playing as a school and one of the schools. I think it was Notre Dame specifically. Just getting the feel for, or showing you guys, just giving you guys a nice gameplay video. For that, to that extent, I do want to say I do plan on doing a dynasty, either with Notre Dame or with a different school, but I'm more leaning towards Notre Dame now. I know they're one of the more powerful schools in the nation right now, or in the game, I guess. But I feel like I can make it I'm gonna try and do something to make it a little bit more fun, a little bit more interesting, so that way you guys hopefully will have a fun time watching. And also, last thing about that, I don't know yet if it's gonna be more like this style, where it's kind of me, behind the camera. You're not seeing my face in the face camera or anything, just me kind of like I'm commentating the game, kind of broadcasting, or if I'm gonna just actually be trying to play the game myself and have the face cam on so you guys can see my reactions and whatnot. I'm still gonna be deciding. I think I've kind of narrowed it down to what I want to do, but I'll let you guys know. I'll post in the community tab on this channel when I'm ready to do that. But yeah, that is other than that, that's gonna be all from me. So hope you guys did enjoy this episode. Like I said again, if you did, feel free to leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. Feel free to also share this video out to anybody you know that would like this type of content. I know, like I said, it's Madden 24. A lot of people are probably over it, but you never know. Everybody still likes the game, or a lot of people still like the game at least. So it might be fun to. People might still want to watch a franchise here and there, or just a Madden video. But also make sure that if you guys are interested in staying tuned with all the stuff I post, hit the subscribe button. Obviously, it takes 2 seconds, or honestly, it takes 2 seconds, and it's of no charge to you. So, but yeah, that's basically all I gotta say here. So again, thank you guys for watching, and have a good day. Peace.